Hello, 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 and welcome back to Wendy's Way. Today we are on another journey in food, and we are going to be canning in the kitchen. I have a large package of boneless, skinless chicken breasts, and my husband and we typically will not consume this many at a time. It was gifted to us, and we are so thankful for those who gave. And since we love canned meat, it actually, to me, it adds flavor. It really enhances the flavor of the meat because you're cooking it at a high pressure, which tenderizes it. And I also put a little salt in with it, which is technically a flavor enhancer. When you put salt into a dish while you're cooking or before you're cooking, it works to enhance the flavor, and you don't taste the saltiness of it so much depending on what you're cooking. That's why you can put salt in water with pasta. When you put it on the food after you've cooked it, that's when you taste the lovely saltiness that I love too much of. I'm going to try and pare this one down a bit from other videos just to tell you what all you need and a real quick basic how-to. Obviously, if you're going to can meat, you need meat. And I have a package of large boneless, skinless chicken breasts. I also put in each jar, I'm using pint-sized jars today, so I use a ½ teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt. You could use table salt. You can use whatever you like. We like the pink Himalayan. It's not iodized. It has great flavor, great texture. You'll need your processing tools. I have a big cutting board. My little RADA cutlery cutting boards are just not up to a task of this magnitude. But I am going to be using my stubby butcher knife today. This is the RADA cutlery stubby butcher knife. The molded aluminum handle, item number is R106. This is the black stainless steel resin handle. It is W206. The knife in total is just about 10 inches long, and the blade itself is just about 5.5 inches. It's solid and sturdy. It's meant for exactly this purpose. That's why they call it a butcher knife. I have my can lifter for when the jars are done, finished in the canner, to pull it out. You can find this just about anywhere. I also have 7 pint jars with lids and flats. I ensure that they're all very clean. I do not preheat or, pre-sterilize. I also have white vinegar. I use that in the water in my pressure canner because it leaves the jars clean on the outside, so I don't have to clean them so much. Keeps the white cloudy part off. I also use it on my paper towel to clean the rim of the jar before I put the lid on. All right, it's just this easy. I choose to use the raw pack method when I can meat because it is so terrifically simple, sincerely. And that's, not that I'm lazy. I just like my efforts to be efficient. All right. I cube size the meat, no matter what it is I'm cutting up. Oh, I forgot one tool. I'll be right back. In an effort to keep the edge of the jar as clean as possible and not to make the mess on the cooktop, I also use a canning funnel. And again, I'm wearing my vinyl gloves. You know, I use them every time. They are truly beneficial, as with onions, hot peppers, things like that. I also use it, you know, for poultry and liver and, you know, things that you just really don't want on your hands because they just make it so handy. I will use my hands to take as much air out of the jar as I can. It amazes me how much that held. I may not have it 7 pints full of chicken here, but that's okay. I'll can whatever there is. All right. I want to fill the jar as snugly as possible with raw meat up to this line, which is 3/4 to 1 inch down from the top of the jar, the bottom line on the ridge there. After I have filled the jar, well, I should have put in my salt to begin with. So right now I'm going to put salt in every jar, including the one I just filled. If I don't use all the jars, I'll just dump it out. Okay. Then you take your vinegar dabbed cloth. You clean the edge. You take your clean lid and ring. Put it on. Sometimes I find it helps to back it up until it falls into place. If it doesn't just grip right away, take it to where you just feel it and then finger tight past it. Now I am going to take 7 pints, hopefully is what I'll get filled. I will put them in my pressure canner with approximately 1 gallon of water, or 2 inches of water is what works in my Presto pressure canner. I will bring it up to temperature and to pressure by the directions on my canner. It's always different on every canner. I will process a pint of raw meat for 75 minutes at 10 pounds or 11 pounds by my canner. A quart of raw meat for 90 minutes. All right, that is as simple as it is. If you have a pressure canner, please follow the directions. Maybe I'll make a separate video on all the steps that we use when pressure canning. Pressure canning is used for meats and vegetables, things which don't have high acid content. High acid content are going to be your jellies, your jams, and your tomatoes. All right, I thank you again for joining me at Wendy's Way on a journey in food. I pray that if you enjoyed this video at all, you would share it on all of your social media. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. It doesn't cost you anything, and I promise I will not pester. Hit the notification button if you would like to be notified when I release more videos. And give a thumbs up on the video if you did enjoy it. I thank you again for joining me. May God bless you today and always. Amen.